All right, so your job is to to calculate the cost of designing that backpack charm from yesterday, like my Whittier High School one, whatever you did for your charm. And it says calculate the cost using these three things. How much did it cost you to design it? Assume you're getting paid $30 an hour, and then and then show a little bit of math that you calculated the time that it costed you to do it. So like you're getting paid $30 an hour, you designed it for 2 hours, so that's $60 right there, just in design cost, right? So you calculate this. I don't know how long it took you. Whether it took you 5 minutes or 3 hours, I don't know. Costs of the plastic. How do we know how much the plastic costs? And that's interesting. So let's figure that out right now. So you're in Onshape, right? And you draw your part. Let's sign in real quick here. So we're in Onshape. You have your charm. Excuse me. All right. Let's see here. Did I do it? There we go. I have to double click. How much plastic is that? I need to know how much plastic that is and how much that plastic costs. So we got to do kind of two things in one here. Because in the end, I just need to know how much does that cost in plastic. First thing we need to know is how much plastic that is. So to do that, we go over here to our part, and I go right click on it, and I'm going to say assign material. And then we're going to go here, and we're going to go to PLA plastic, because that's the type of plastic we're going to use. We're going to use a biodegradable plastic. So right here, PLA. So we're going to do PLA, and go ahead and just click check mark. Now that we know this is PLA plastic, we're going to go over here to this little, looks like a little balance beam right here in the bottom right corner. It says display mass properties. Click that. And notice it's not doing anything because it doesn't know what part you're talking about. So we have to select a part, and then it calculates this part and its mass. So it looks like that the mass is 0.04 pounds. The volume is this. The problem is that the mass is not in grams or kilograms. It's in pounds. So what we're going to do is exit out of here, and we're going to go to here, document properties. Nope, workspace units. There we go, workspace units. And we're going to change the mass to probably kilograms would make this easier for you. Yeah, probably kilograms. One or the other, grams or kilograms. It doesn't really matter which. You can figure it out either way. Once you're done, click this. And now it's 0.018 kilograms. Not much. It's a tiny little charm. And then once you know how much mass you have, you could be doing this on a piece of paper, by the way. So in Google Sheets, you can totally just do this in a Google Sheets. And then you'll do something like, you'll say right here, we could say design cost. So how much it costs to design it. Plastic costs. So how much does it take to how much does the plastic cost? Like you have a certain amount of plastic you need to use, right? And then printer costs. So like to run your printer, electricity wise and stuff like that. So this one's pretty easy. You'll just do something like, put a little math problem in here. $30 per hour times how many hours you're doing it, right? So if you want to do that, you can do it over here. I can say, I don't know if I should do it that way, but pretty much you're just going to do, it's $30 an hour times how many hours you're doing it. So I don't know, let's say I worked on it for 1.25 hours, 1.25. That's 1 hour and 15 minutes. So push enter. Oops. I forgot to put the equal sign here. You got to put an equal sign if you wanted to do the math problem. There you go. So there we go. So that's how much money so far. And then plastic cost. How much did the plastic cost? So to do that, I need to know how much plastic and how much the plastic cost. Sort of like here, I need to know how much per hour and how many hours, right? Well, here I need to know, oops, I'm inserting something here. over here, I need to know how much the plastic costs and how much am I using. So we're going to go to Amazon or some other website that you want to do and do PLA uh, filament right here. And here's a spool of it. I've just find a single spool. And notice how much we have. 1 kilogram spool. That's pretty much standard. They come in 1 kilograms. That's why I said we should probably use kilograms for the unit. And it's $22.99. Okay, so if you were trying to do this, ignore this here. New, nope. So if you're trying to do this, let me just work it out like a kind of a little problem. Let's say it's $22.99, right? So let's just say $23 per what? Per 1 kilogram, right? So it's $23 per 1 kilogram. And then all I have to do is times this by how many kilograms right here. So how many kilograms do I have? It was we'll go back here to the site, and on shape we have 0.018. 0.018 kilograms of plastic to make that little thing. So all we do is pull out a calculator, and then we take $23 times it by 0.018, and I get 0.41. So that's $0.414. So it's only 41 cents worth of plastic, not much. So we can go back here to our Google Sheets, and then we could do that. You could have done that problem here. You pretty much take how much it costs, how many dollars it costs per kilogram, and then times it by how many kilograms your plastic is. Mine was only 0.018 kilograms. And then I get, oops, I forgot to put the equal sign again. You got to put an equal sign beforehand. There you go. So not much, only 41 cents. This one right here, let's go to the assignment. And it says that right here, number 3, cost of running the printer. Assume 80 cents per hour. This one you're going to have to totally guess. Normally, if we were in class, we would actually just use the if we were in class, we would actually just use the slicing software, and it tells you. So for me, I use Cura, and it's pretty neat. And when I use Cura, it would tell me, oops. So whenever I open Cura, I run the software, and it tells me how many hours it would take to run it, depending on different scenarios. So let's see here. So you can't do that. So just estimate from like about 2 hours or something like that. Honestly, your timer is going to take anywhere from 30 minutes to 3 hours. I don't know. So if it looks really big, you can just totally estimate it yourself. So normally we just run it in the slicing software, but right here we're just going to say, 2 hours times, oops, I forgot the equal sign again, equals 2 hours times the asterisk times 0.80 hours of running the printer. That's 1.6. Here we're just going to put the total. So you can put it down here if you want, so you can separate it. Right here is a total. And to put the total here, we just put equals sum. And then click that. And then it's asking sum of what? Just go ahead and highlight those 3 things and push enter. And it sums it up. Also, you can click this and click format. And you can say, data. Nope. Insert. Nope. Bold. I think I'm on the wrong thing. Align, merge, cells, text. Here we go. Number. So we're going to go to format, number, and I think we can go to currency right here. There we go. And that way they're in dollars. Okay? And so pretty much my charm is going to cost almost $40. It's expensive for a little charm, but that's because I'm only making one single charm. This will go down very low. If I mass produce them, you can see each charm only runs about $2. If you count printer cost and plastic costs, only about $2 per like charm. This goes down as I print more. So if I print thousands of them, this hardly becomes anything. That's not even a big deal. But if I'm just printing one charm, this is how much it is, and that's all you're supposed to do, folks. Just turn this in. You can do this on by hand on a piece of paper, or you can do it here in this software in Google Sheets. Either one is fine with me.